Bites, and welcome to a very special edition of Women's Month on Reality Bites. And tonight I am not alone. So we thought about this for a while and we said, you know what, let's get somebody that you guys know, somebody that is not shy of the camera, that speaks for a living and is an influence of note. With our very first guest of season 1, Leanne Williams from Incredible FM, everybody.
I'm back!
She's our guest co-host today, Leanne. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. I feel like you felt bad because I called you out during your first season, episode 1, and I said we always said we were going to do something together, and then you went and did something without me. But anyways.
You're here right now.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
So cool. And especially in Women's Month, which I think is such an important month. I don't know if many people still remember that we are honoring the 20,000 women that in 1956 on the 9th of August marched to the Union buildings together, you know, to protest against the extension of past laws to women. And women have just continued the fight for equality, the fight for autonomy, the fight for themselves, the fight to be seen, the fight to be heard. And it's just wonderful to be a woman in a time like this. It ain't easy, but I'm still proud to be a woman.
And thank God we have her. Because I would not be able to say that. But tonight we have two pioneers in their field of events and just putting things together from their mind and just executing it with skills like no other.
Woo!
The owners and the founders of Limitless Events, award-winning company, and the newest one, Social Select, Private Lounge, Ron and Stacey. Guys, welcome!
Yeah!
Very much the two people that we wanted. And also, guys, let me just say, this set is from Limitless Events.
Come on now. Come on.
These two ladies, thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, look at that together. I love that.
Listen, we're speaking in unity already. You must know. You must know. Wow.
I am truly a big fan. Not only as a friend, but you guys have been such. I'm not getting emotional now.
Aww.
No, for real, you guys.
Good.
I've been looking up to you guys for so long because when I started my events a couple years ago, I was like, I want to be like Rihanna and Stacey. And I want to be at that pinnacle of your height of Limitless Events. And you guys have done so many things, incredible things. And you guys are still standing. I don't know how you guys are standing. You guys barely sleep. So, Limitless Events, how did you start? Where did you start? Give us the lowdown.
Okay, that'll be me, I guess. Limitless Events started in 2012. Stacey and I met through our Lifeline partners at the moment, our husbands. And we started, well, she was doing nightlife events at the moment in the clubs and that sort of thing. And I was working and doing kiddies parties on the sideline. And we got together and we said, hey, let's do something about this kids' parties and take it to another level or whatever the case may be. We had no idea we are going to be where we are today.
Wow.
It was a side hustle. It was extra weekend money. We would go out and we would make a little bit of money and we would, go out and have a good time. And we started a Facebook competition.
Yes.
It was called Kids
Got Swag.
Kids Got Swag. And our Facebook went viral. I think we got like 10,000 followers from that competition.
Yes.
We didn't have our name as yet. We were still thinking of a name. And one night, I think I went to Pizza Palace.
Yes.
Pizza Palace, and I came back to her, and she was with Gio at the time at home, and we were talking about we need to find a name of how we're going to come up with this Limitless as to what it is today. And
one of the names was the Milky Way.
yes.
Okay.
Someone came to me and they're like, when I look at you, I see the Milky Way. You're so pick-up line to that effect. And we came back and we were playing on the Milky Way, and we got to Limitless Events from
To
there.
infinity and beyond, but
I love that.
we stuck with beyond infinity.
Because you guys have your emblem is
Yes.
The infinity symbol. Yes.
Got you.
That's so cool. I love that. I love that. What was it about the two of you, though? It's one thing to have kind of like events that align. You were doing something similar to what you were doing, even though it was kind of different.
Yes.
What did you see in each other that just made you go, wait a minute, this is somebody that resonates with me, and I think I could do something with you? Because Because we meet people all the time that are doing cool stuff. You know what I'm saying?
When you mentioned that now, the first thing that came to my mind was work ethic.
Yeah.
I don't know. That maybe stood out
Yeah.
for me at the time. Not sure if I thought it then, but I think it now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we weren't necessarily friends before that.
Mm.
We knew of each other, we were more of acquaintances, but never really spoke or had a conversation.
Yeah.
It was just by chance on that particular day, the two guys decided to meet up, or I think we bride, or we went out, or whatever the case may be, and we decided to start a business together before we even became friends.
Exactly.
It's
Fate. I call it
yes,
fate.
fate,
Exactly.
By
yes.
chance, your husbands had to come together and you guys were there.
Yeah.
And it just, everything aligned.
It did.
So Limitless started. How was the journey in the beginning? Because I remember you made a post a couple of weeks ago about how the journey was with the desk and
Yes.
the two
The journey
laptops.
actually starts before the desk. We were both staying in Wynberg at the time, in flats. And like Rehana said, we started it was a side hustle. The little bits of money we were making, we were going out. And then, after the kids got swag competition, I think then we realized, hey, there's something happening here. We then took the money we made, we were only doing kids' parties at that time. We took the money and we started buying our own kids' chairs and our own kids' tables. And that time we used to use these metal buckets. And so we were buying our own stock and keeping it in our garages and working out of that. The other thing is, Rehana stayed on the top floor, and her flat at the time. Did you just have a lift? Why did we use the stairs all the time?
Lord have
There was
mercy.
no lift. So we were on the third floor.
Yes.
And we would come to me, and we would cut out Minnie faces and Mickey Mouse faces,
Yes.
and make all these things. We were
The
so
party
passionate
packs.
about it, and we enjoyed it. So we didn't mind doing it. It was just the two of us. We were going to do a Mickey Mouse party this weekend, and we were going to do this party this weekend. And our first party, the cake that we ordered was so rock hard.
Wow.
A buckskin.
Exactly.
We had
But
to
I
refund the client that way.
Oh.
But anyway.
But nevertheless,
Yes.
those clients are still there today because you guys have left such a pinnacle imprint on them.
Yes.
And it grew to a point where you guys had your own warehouses. Because I remember your mother said, Nan, hey Nan. And you guys had to work out of your cars and have your cars stuffed to the brim.
Yes.
I was working at the time. We were both working at the call center, and I was at work printing everything,
Yes.
using their phones. And
I also had more free time and I had to go buy the sweets, and then I'm in the suite on the phone with Joanna, must I buy this, gumballs, must I buy that, this is the colors, it was quite
it was quite a
a
journey.
journey.
It's quite amazing to look back at those humble beginnings. When
Yes.
you have so little and you're busy trying to, amass your
Yes.
empire as you begin. When you think back to 2012, where you were then, and you compare it to where you are now, take us through the journey of what you have achieved along the way to be in 2024 and to be Limitless Events the way it is today.
Sure. Well, that I think where the brown desk comes in.
Yeah.
In 2015, at the beginning of that year, I left my job. I wasn't working. Oh, I had Gian, my son actually, that's why.
Yeah.
And that year, April,
I left my job.
Rehana said,
Sorry, we got an email
Yes.
for our first mall activation
Oh.
at the Promenade Mall,
yes,
and it required us to do it in the June holidays for 3 weeks.
yes.
And I phoned Stacey that day and I said, if I leave my job today, because I have a son as well, I have a rent to pay. We're not backing out. There's no way we're going back. We are going in.
This is it.
Do I have your back? You got my back. And she said, yes, let's do it. And I quit my job. And that's where the brown desk came in. We set it up in Stacey's house.
Yes.
Huh?
2 little laptops.
I don't even own a laptop. I don't even know where I got it.
Me too, actually.
While it's working, it
And
works.
I think I'm still using that laptop today. And from the brown desk, we
gained a few. So we started on this brown desk and we got this email from Promenade Mall. The theme was Frozen. We also, in that time, actually, we met this lady by the name of Bash. She was a student, she was still studying, and we obviously needed staff to work in this space and, look after the kids and do the crafts with that. Bash is still with us today. She actually is...
She runs Limitless.
She runs Limitless
I
Events.
love that. Because
And
now you
that
guys
was-
can sit back a little bit.
Yes.
and run it.
So we met her. That actually stood out for me. At the same time, we now, over the, from 2012 to 2015, we gained a few things. We also then moved out of Wynberg at this point, and we both seem to have moved to Ottery. Not planned, but we were now, we had a separate entrance on our home, and we put up our shelving there, and, we were gaining stock, and then Rehana said, right, let's look for premises. We're not sure how we got the premises. I mean, we had no...
We had nothing,
Yeah.
like nothing.
Like they granted us this with no surety or,
We sent them, we all about telling a story,
Yeah.
telling a story.
a true story though.
Yes, a true story. And we contacted, it was Dale Glen at the time. They still Dale Glen today, they do properties, and we sent them this long email about how the two of us really need this premises for our work, and they granted it. We didn't have to pay deposits, nothing.
I
We
don't
just
know
had
how
to
we
pay
got
our
that,
rent,
right?
and
That
we
is
were
when
so
everything
lucky and
is
so
aligned.
blessed.
Yeah.
And we still are very lucky and blessed today. And I mean, I guess it's who we are, our hard work, and
Yes.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Because like you said now, you guys have new premises.
Yes.
And it's a massive space. It's a warehouse. there.
Wow, really?
And
Well, yes, it was first smaller, but yeah, we get there. But 2015 was actually a big year, come to think of it. You quit your job, we got this prominent thing.
You were
We
your
met
first
Bash.
child.
I had my first child, and we moved into our premises.
Yeah.
Like, set up a little office, divided it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, from kiddies' parties and kids with swag, now
Yes.
you're doing more promotions and big events, corporate events,
Weddings.
weddings. You know what? I think a lot of people, and I always say this because I have a Warrior Woman slot on Good Up FM as well, and I love hearing about the early days. I love hearing about the struggle and the one brown desk because people don't know that side of
Yeah.
you. I drive in Seapoint all day long because I've got a business as well, and I just see the van and I'm just like, oh, hello's Biasa, doing the things. And we'll look at the social media and we're like, wow, look at the events, look at the weddings, look at the corporates. And it's so important to understand where you started because I think there's so many people that or have a dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, you need lots of capital and you need money and you need this and you need contacts and you need funders. And you didn't. You had a dream and you had passion. Would I be lying if I said that not just any type of person can go into this industry because it's passion that drives it, right?
Definitely.
It's hard work.
Definitely.
It's hard work.
And talking or touching on that, Leanne, people don't seem to understand, like, you'll have friends and you'll have people like, oh, you're doing so well, and oh, you're doing this, and whatever the case may be. They don't understand that you're sitting at home at night at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and you are working.
Yes.
Your laptop's out, and you are working, and you're going to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're up the next day, and you're working. You sacrifice your family time, you sacrifice your friends' time, you sacrifice birthdays, you sacrifice all of these things because you're actually working.
Yeah. I'm fortunate to have been on the other side because, when I'm an MC, I work with you guys because I'm there early. I see the setup. I see all the moving parts that come
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
When the guest walks in, they're like, oh, ooh la 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 la. They had no idea
Yeah.
the weeks and weeks of planning that went into it. What would you say is kind of maybe like the 3 biggest misconceptions that people have about this kind of industry and being successful at it?
There's a few.
And the fact that it's easy is one of them. Because it ain't.
It's not at all.
The 3.
Or maybe just the biggest one. I think we've touched on it already. It's like when you talked about it and you said like you're sitting up at night, till 10 o'clock, working on making an event great. I think that everybody wants to do it, but not everybody knows what
Yes.
it takes to get it done.
Yeah.
I think time.
Yeah.
I think people don't realize. I mean, if you come to us today and ask us to host, you have your kid's birthday coming up, or whatever the occasion may be, we probably could do it in the blink of an eye now. But it took us years to get to that point.
Yeah.
And like she's saying, we put in the hours. Before we were putting in the admin hours, we were putting in the physical hours.
Yeah.
That now we have delegated to staff.
Yes.
But yet we look after our staff, so it's still them putting in that hours, you know, and I think that's what people don't understand, the behind the scene time, effort. I saw I don't know what you call these things, a meme or something recently, I think yesterday on TikTok, and it said, you know, when you can't say no to last minute bookings, and he's busy piping the cake as he's like trying to get, he couldn't say no, but people don't understand like what goes into it, you know. It's not like we just have everything, boom, ready, go.
Sure.
There's a process. We can do it. Come to us 2 days, we can make it happen. But it came with years of experience and learning and failures and doing it again. And like you say, when they walk in the room, they say, ooh, la, 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 but they don't know how many plates maybe already broke or something fell down or how quickly we had to rectify that. They don't know that. So I think that's...
And they'll never know.
Yeah. I think that's one of the major ones for me. Like, you know, when people phone and they were like, you can't help us, oh my gosh. And we seldom decline, but there is a point where we have to say no.
You know, when you get that client that phones you every 5 minutes or emails you now and they phone you, I've emailed you and you haven't responded like
5 minutes
five minutes ago?
Yes.
Like seriously?
It happens because I love the fact that I like the fact that you guys seldomly decline because you guys have such a powerful name behind you. Someone like Limitless Events, I will never say no. But sometimes it comes up when it's lastseeker.com. We don't have the facility now because my manpower is in Hermanas. Other one is in Tamboesgrove, wherever. How can we do it? But then again, you guys also have your slogan, say yes, figure out later.
Come on.
So I was going to bring that up now. We very seldom decline. We will never say no. If we're able to do it, I mean, we will. But like you say, sometimes our manpower is not there.
Exactly.
And
people don't understand that.
yes.
And then also, new venture, Social Select.
Yes. We just
You guys.
add it to the plate.
Guys, let me tell you, their food, without a doubt, amazing. I had a cocktail the other day. I had one made for myself, but I said, add now to your cocktail. This course now it's a Lucian special, you know, Lucian Teeny. I'm gonna get that name there. The Social Select. I mean, I've been to the space a few times. It is absolutely beautiful. And
Thank you.
the toilets, guys. The toilets is bomb.com. We're gonna put a graphic on just to show you guys how it's looking. I mean, it is an adventure in there on its own. The journey of Social Select. Wow.
That is a quick journey, not as long as Limitless. But
So, boom, on March.
yes, we were looking for space. We needed more space. If you've been to our warehouse lately,
Yes.
we packed
To the brim.
capacity. We have another smaller one. We're looking for another space where we can but we don't want to move out the area. We are so comfortable there. Our kids' schools are there. We live close by. We're adamant we wanted there. Anyway, landlords came and they said this space is available. It was in the month of Feb. We thought, we listened and we never thought about it because we were busy with K-Day planning and our minds was on that and K-Day. K-Day came, which was the beginning of March. Executed, and I don't know why we were seeing our landlords that much. We never saw them. I don't know, they just popped up all the time. Anyway, they said, we asked again, is there no space? They again mentioned the space. Right, we thought, okay, let's go view the space. Not like we didn't know the space. We've been there a few times. We didn't need to view it. We knew exactly what the space is about, but let's go and view it. In that March, the same day we viewed it, we took the keys.
Yeah.
And that's our Social Select.
We didn't really know what we were going to do there. We just said we're going to do something there at the time. And then we said it can be anything you want it to be, you know? So
We
it's a
made it.
venue, it's a bar, it's a food place, it's a workspace, it's a podcast place, it's a
Whatever you
what
want.
others
whatever.
It's
You
everything.
want to have a jazz
Yeah.
night, you want to have a chill, whatever
So
it is,
nice.
you can have it.
So that's the thing. It's a private lounge. So if you want to hire, contact the girls.
Come on now.
Yes.
So in the month of Women's Month, next week on the 9th of August, you guys have a very special charitable event
We do.
called SWAT.
Yes.
Can you guys tell us what SWAT means and what it's all about?
SWAT means Super Women Achieving Together. We came up with this 4 years ago.
Before COVID.
Before COVID. Sorry, before COVID. We just didn't have it in COVID. 4 years ago, well, pre-COVID. And we wanted to do something for the charity with women, by women, for women, with women, everything about women we wanted to do. And our very first one that we had was a very small, it was like probably 40 people or 30
Yeah.
people. We had it at the River Club.
Yeah, the old River Club.
The old River Club,
Yeah,
yes. So
yeah,
we had
yeah.
it. They sponsored us the venue, and we had a little thing there. We had the black ties perform. We had a few DJs, and we had a doctor talk. It was a very nice, intimate night.
Yeah.
Then COVID happened,
Yes.
and we couldn't have it again. Then COVID ended, and we said, right, we need to have SWAT. And we kept having it on the 8th. Well, the second time we had it was on the 8th of August as well, because the next day is a public holiday,
Yes.
it's Women's Month. And we were like, okay, we're going to have it. We don't have a venue. We're going to have it in our warehouse. At the time, we weren't.
Back
So
to the brim.
back to the brim. So we had draped, and everybody came, and we had performance. We had emo. We had the black ties again. We had goth. Who else did we have?
We had a few other DJs, Chitta
Yes.
and Waggy
Yes.
and
And let me tell you, the women had a ball.
Wow.
A whole ball.
A yellow ball.
We set up our photo props, and we had photo moments, and you know that we love taking pictures.
Yeah.
So we had photo moments, we had freebies, we had coffee, we had mocktails, we had everything. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, last year
yes.
we said
We,
okay.
we raised 33,000 rand
Yes,
that year.
that year we raised
In
33,000.
2003.
We still gave it to IATA, no?
Yes.
IATA shelter. Anyway, last year. Right, we're looking for a venue. We went back to Chantal from the River Club. She's now at the Biscuit Mill.
Yep.
They gave us the venue. Garth did the sound and DJ'd. We had Lukman, Don Vino, the
Jimmy
Black Guy,
Neves.
Jimmy Neves, you.
I kept the pop in.
And we sold. We could only sell 200 tickets or something. No? At the time, we had to apply for the for the event
Yeah.
permit, and we had like 500 to 600 attendees.
Yes.
Wow.
I was.
We had to say
Wow.
we can't anymore. Like we can't anymore. It was
We
a
had-
whole jewel. I'm gonna send you the video. You can.
Yes.
It was insane. It was so awesome.
Let me quickly stop you there. You guys know last year Barbie was all over the place.
Yes, it was.
It was a Barbie theme.
Wow.
Whole
And
show.
the women loved it. They all came
And
dressed.
Carissa was.
Yeah.
And Carissa Kibido on Express, she was one of the
Yeah.
MCs.
Yeah.
The MC.
The ladies loved dressing up, you know. Everybody had pink or black. Well, if you didn't know it was a Barbie party, then I don't know. But the ladies loved it. And we had all ages. Our friends came with their moms. Our suppliers came with their family.
So awesome.
Hair was
Everything,
let down.
yes.
And they were on that dance floor. And
You know, the nice thing about SWAT is that
Yeah.
there's no one's judging you. It's a safe space. You can leave your bag there. You can go dance. You can come back. Your bag will still be there.
Yeah.
Whether you Muslim, Christian, Jewish, whatever you are, everybody's having a liquor time
Yeah.
together. And that is what SWAT is about. And while that is happening, you're actually raising money for those women
Which is so awesome.
who needs it. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So last year we raised 100,000 rand.
Amazing. Wow.
For Saki Batman.
yes.
This year, we're hoping to double it.
Amazing.
Hoping to double it. We're having it at Carbo this year.
Okay. Sure.
They've
Next
danced.
week.
Come on
Yes.
now.
Next
Yes.
week. That's
Yes.
next week.
Starting next week. We're having it at Carbo next
So if there's
week.
any tickets available, people, well,
Yes.
if you don't, we're going to miss out.
Yeah.
Quicket. Get your tickets on Quicket.
Okay, that's how they go. The chicken ticket, get your SWAT ticket, because Carbon next week at
It's
9.
kind of like almost sold out, let me just be honest with you.
But you know that lastminute.com people.
Yeah.
It all
come.
counts. All ads, it all counts. Yes.
So yes.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. You know, I always love when ideas and dreams are, like you said, 4 years in the making. Yes. And now it's here and you've created a safe space for women to just be, to enjoy themselves. Because to be honest with you, you know what it's like to be a woman, your mothers, your wives, your businesswomen, your community leaders. You have managed to balance it all. I don't think that there is such a word as balancing it all, but you've managed to do it. And to give women an opportunity with all of those titles, with all of those responsibilities, an opportunity to just come together, look super cute, and have a good time in a safe space where they don't have to be judged, they don't have to worry about anything, they can just have fun. I applaud you. I think that that's absolutely phenomenal. And if all of that had to happen so that you could give us that moment, I'm here for it.
As you know, when we started Limitless, we didn't imagine we would be where we are today. So we are constantly still learning. We now registered SWAT as an NPO. Last year we wouldn't, so we couldn't. Yes. We're now going backdating and asking for our, our certificates and whatever the case may be. So yes, this year we're looking forward to that because
We can give that.
we can give that, and we registered, and we're serious about it. It's going to be around for a while.
I love that.
Yes.
No, 100%. I think you guys will be infinity and beyond.
Cheers.
Because really, that is a profound moment. After that, I will cheers to you guys.
Come on.
Cheers to Limitless. Cheers. Rehana, Stacey, and SWAT. And many other things you guys are having in the pipeline. So for you, that young girl out there, that's looking up to you guys. Because you guys have a big fan base. You guys don't realize that.
Yeah.
What message do you have for that young girl? They probably want to go into the world of events.
Yeah.
What message do you have for that girl?
Just do it, I suppose.
Say yes, take the opportunity
Yes.
and say yes and do it.
Yeah.
Like this, you can only learn if you fall, you can only get back up again and learn. But our slogan, say yes and we'll figure it out later. That's just what we do. We still do it every single day.
And also, don't be afraid to start small, right?
No,
Not at all.
Yes.
always remain humble. I think that's one of the key, what we've brought with us. Like you say, we have such a fan base. I mean, I wouldn't think it. I wouldn't.
Because you are an absolute humble person.
So
know
I
that
think
from
that's
the
what
years.
also keeps us going, because we've taken on a new project. We're now crawling again with Social Select, and that's taking us back. Do you know what I mean? And it's okay.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
You guys-
It's okay to
We're
crawl.
always learning. We're always
Yes.
learning, and sometimes you have to start at the bottom again of a brand new
Exactly.
level. You know, you've leveled up,
Yes.
but you're starting at the bottom of that brand new level, and I think
Exactly.
that's what makes life exciting.
With a little bit experience, but that's
Exactly.
okay.
Stacey was waitressing last week.
Oh yes, I
You
took on the
were.
role of being a waiter
But
on
you're doing
two,
it very well.
clearing the plate. Well, our serving boards.
Wow.
Everybody's like looking at me, but I mean, it was
your
irritating
business.
me
It's
there.
your baby, yeah.
Yes.
The grind starts there with
Yes.
the highest person in the building, which is the boss lady. And guess what? On the special episode of them of Limitless Events. Yes, very special.
Limitless Events, the show.
And on that very special note, guys, Limitless, Beyond, Infinity, Social, be selective, be everything, and be that SWAT woman. And on this very first episode on Women's Month, I want to thank you, Rehana, you, Stacey, and you, Leanne.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you, Leanne, for being here today.
And thank you for taking out for season 1 and season 2 with your furniture, because this is y'all.
Are you coming to Social Select next?
I'm coming to social economics.
and we hope to see everyone next week.
Yeah.
That's what.
Awesome.
Oh yes, don't forget guys,
Ladies.
9th of August at Carbo, get your tickets. If it's still left on Quicket, because Rehana says it's going to give you a ball like no other. Like she said, I'll boil it for done. Made by women, given by women, for women. And guess what? The men will be the service.
That's
I'll
right.
be on the stage too.
Yes.
Now, exclusively heard here on Reality Bites Podcast. Guys, thank you once
Thank
again.
you.
Thank you.
That
I'll
was
see you
fun.
next week.
I'll be here. Thank you so
She's here
much.
now.
Yeah.
Taking it, you're going, no,
Oh man. And to all the incredible women, happy Women's Month from Reality Bites.
Right.